Welcome back, everyone. Dan Hodges is with us today, naturalist. He's out and about this beautiful week. He's checking out warblers, which I know by name only. I know they're small. I know they're very musical, but tell me more about the warbler.
So you know what, Jeff? This is such a great time for all birds because they're taking these tremendous journeys. Many of them are coming from, Central and South America, all the way up to, live and breed right here in Ohio. And even further north into, that state up north and then into Canada, right? So all of these birds flying back, and it's like I said, it's just an exciting time for all birds. But one of our favorite groups are these warblers. So warblers are very often, they're small. It's a family of birds. They're often yellow. You're right. They're very musical, wonderful sounds. They can be confusing sometimes, but you know what? It's such a cool group to try to dig into a little bit, and you can see all this great variety. And warblers, just a wonderful time to see them this time of year.
You talked about seeing some that you maybe don't necessarily always see because of migration. How far away are we getting some of these?
Some of them travel thousands of miles. I'm not even kidding you. Some of them on the way back down will travel all the way. They'll head east out over the Atlantic Ocean and be flying for 3 days straight. Some of them have traveled the Gulf of Mexico. These birds are exhausted. And so, they're flying during the nighttime, and during the day, they drop out of the skies, basically, and they're just looking for a snack. So that's why I've got these trees behind me here, because they're full of birds right now, and warblers will be jumping around. And birds, I love to go birding in the spring. It's tough sometimes because, I'll say, oh, look at that bird right there. Oh, it moved over here. Oh, it's gone. So one exciting opportunity that we have here at the Park District to be able to see birds in general, but also this particular group of warblers is a trip to McGee Marsh. So there's a lot of birding hotspots along the shores of Lake Erie on the Ohio side, Canadian side too. But the birds basically, they're flying all night long. They're exhausted. They hit the lake and they take a break. So all of these birds have dropped out of the sky, so to speak. And they're along the shores of Lake Erie, resting up, refueling before they take the trip over the lake up to their breeding grounds. And so there's some wonderful natural areas up there, some of them designed specifically for birders. And in this case, McGee Marsh is a boardwalk that travels through this really cool area. And, it looks like, it's just a bunch of, thickets or something like that. But when you walk through there, I'm not kidding you, Jeff, the birds are fantastic. Not just in the birds being fantastic, but the views of these birds are like some that you'll never get anywhere else. It's the hottest spot in American birding. It's probably the hottest spot in the world right now for birding, certainly this first couple of weeks of May. So we're taking a trip, Jeff, and we want you to join us. We're headed to McGee Marsh on Monday the 16th. That's coming up pretty soon. So, you're going to have to get your time off request in right away. We're going to take a little caravan from the Park District. We're leaving early in the morning, 6:30. We'll be up there on the boardwalk, and we'll do the boardwalk until lunch. And then we'll visit some other hot spots. You can stay as long as you like. But, we went a week ago, and the weather was terrible. Rain, and it was just on there was awful birds. We still saw more than 50 birds and got some incredible looks, including some mammals too. So we had a great time on a terrible day. And the weather on Monday, you tell Nathan, Jeff, tell him the weather on Monday needs to be spectacular because we're gonna get 100 birds this weekend.
Yeah, he's been doing well. Do we go online then to sign up? What's the process?
Yeah, please visit jampd.com to register. But like I said, it's kind of a caravan, and we're going to kind of take it at your own pace. If you want to stay through lunch, stay the morning, that'll be fantastic. If you want to stick around while we visit a couple of, Metzger Marsh, Howard Marsh, Ottawa National Wildlife Refuge, we'll visit a couple of these places. I'm gonna make a day of it. We're gonna see 100 birds. But if you want to come to lunch, that's great. The great thing about birding up north is, if you're a beginner, this is great for you. If you're an intermediate, like me, this is a great time to see those birds that far away. If you're an expert, now's the time to be up at McGee Marsh. It's great for everybody.
Sounds very fun. Dan, thanks for telling us about it. We appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Get out there in nature, and we'll chat with you later. We'll be back right after this.